Okay, Anyla, take it away.
Anna May Wong was a Chinese woman. She was an actor. When she was younger, she dreamed of being a star, and that's why the book is called Shining Star. When she was younger, she worked at a laundry shop her dad had, and her dad told her to stop daydreaming. And she thought, and when she was younger, she thought like she was daydreaming. She was in a movie. So one day, she's walking to school, and all the kids at school say mean names to her. I forgot it said one of them, but I forgot it. So she's walking to school, and she sees a man pointing a camera at a woman who has rags on, and she realizes this is a show. So every day she skips school to watch this thing. And so one day they give her a nickname, the Curious Chinese Girl. And one day she tells her dad, I've been skipping school to go watch this. And he got mad. And he said, I ban you from skipping school to do this. So as she got older, her dad thought, her ending high school would stop her from believing in her dream because it was looked down upon of becoming an actress in their culture. Her dad always told her to be proud of their culture. So one day, what was I gonna say? One day, she is
It's hard. We got a tiny bit interrupted, but you're doing great. This is like a real... We asked you to read and tell us everything you could about Anna May Wong, so...
And one day, she gets a role, and she keeps doing these tiny roles because they ask her to. And she's getting paid $7 an hour. And back then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So as she's getting paid, she's just doing everything. Her dad says okay because she wants to do this to support her family. Her dad's like, I'll drive you, but he still looks down upon it. So one day,
did he ever change his mind about her career?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So one day she gets this role to be a wife. It was our first big role, and she's the wife of somebody. But of course, she can't kiss him because back then in shows it was looked down upon for people of color to kiss somebody who was from there. And then one day she was sitting there and she watched them do his makeup. They put on a yellow thing and they said this matches the complexion of Chinese people, and they used like this type of tape to pull back their eyes, and it was called yellow face, and she did not like that at all. So one day she decided, but she didn't fight back because she needed this money to support her family. And her dad's like, you can stay and live with me. So one day she goes to Europe because she can't take it anymore. She gets a lot of big roles. She becomes famous. And if you can see how short her bangs are here, all the girls in Europe, they love her. So they'll cut their hair and they'll get the bangs like her.
She became like an icon.
Yeah. And then she goes back to the U.S., gets a lot of big roles. But then one day she's like, and she goes to China and she says, this is my home place, even though I've never been there before. And then she lives with her dad because they moved to China after they retired. And they talk, and they're like, I forgot what they said in the talk, but they talk. And then, and then one day she goes, and in the end of the story, it's giving us like a kind of biography. It says that she went to live with her brothers, and at the end she had like several cats, and she had a garden of exotic plants, and she never got married or had children, so her legacy kind of ended.
Except show us the book. Show us the front of the book, because her legacy is obviously still with us.
Yeah.
What made us go get this book?
We found a coin that had her face on it, and it said Anna May Wong.
Yep. Here, Jada's gonna bring it over. Jada, let's see it.
See it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Wow.
Look at that. Learning. Anyla, thank you.
She died at 56, I think it said, in her sleep due to a heart attack.
Wow. Rest in peace and power, Anna May Wong.
Yes.
Yes.